All right, can you hear me? All right, hopefully you could hear me before. If not, damn, sorry. We'll find out in post. I'm using fucking TV terms and shit. But if you could hear me. But anyways, what you missed out is what we did this weekend. If you don't give a fuck, all right, you missed out on some good shit then. But anyways, what were we talking about? Oh,
Emerald City.
Emerald City. Emerald City is a TV show that's on NBC that we watch. I was very excited when saw the previews due to the whole Wizard of Oz theme and all
Right.
that stuff. Is everybody knows the story of Wizard of Oz. If you don't, you must have been living in Bangladesh or some shit. I don't fucking know, but everybody knows Wizard of Oz. So this ties into that whole storyline with a little spin, of course, just to make it a little
Modern
different.
twist. Yeah.
A little bit of modern twist. Do you like it?
I do like it, yes. Are you struggling with it?
Struggling. I'm not saying I'm struggling with it. It's just not as good as I was hoping it was gonna be. Some, I'm still gonna watch it. Still see what they're gonna try to do with it. Since I think we're like 6 episodes into it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna see what's it all about and all that stuff. But I am not as fond of it as I thought I was gonna be. Wifey also tried to start a TV show called Taboo.
Yes.
After the first episode, I was like, I'm out. I ain't trying to waste time doing this when there's all these other TV. TV is amazing nowadays, man.
Yeah, it is.
TV is great. Once upon a time, everybody was like, "Oh, there ain't shit on TV. I can't find nothing on TV." Now there's too much
There's too
stuff
much.
on TV.
Yeah, everything is.
There's TV that ain't even on TV, like Hulu and Netflix, Amazon. They all got their own shows now,
Yes.
and it's so much stuff. I'm right now. I'm still catching up on this whole lineage of Arrow, The Flash.
Right.
Supergirl is now intertwined into that, and the Legends of Tomorrow. It's 4 different shows. I got this website that I go to make sure I'm going in line now. It's over like 200 episodes of all 4 of the shows intertwined, and who knows, they might even add another one or whatever. I'm about 115 deep,
Oh.
so I was already up to date on the Arrow and well, not all the way up to date,
Right.
but for the
Did
first
you
for
start
the
watching
two,
that one, Jessica?
No,
Oh, okay.
that is a different
Oh,
comic.
different comics.
Yes.
Okay.
The ones that I'm watching right now are DC comic
Okay.
books. The ones that are on Netflix and are originals to Netflix are Marvel.
Marvel.
And
Okay.
that's Jessica Jones,
Jessica Jones. That's it.
Daredevil, Luke Cage, and I think they're going to be making another one from the Luke Cage. I got to watch all those. I think there's not that many episodes of each, so that should be a little bit easier.
Yeah.
And dude, there's a bunch of stuff to watch, so little time, and I'm still trying to do this. Help me just get some of my creativity out by making these mad dubs of the week. Hopefully you guys are enjoying them, or not, or whatever. I don't fucking care. It's fun to do. That last one, I thought it was fucking hilarious, just because. I don't know. It looks like I was trying to be cool or some shit. I was trying hard, but it was cracking me up. It cracked me up. What did you think of the last week's Mad Dub?
Just
The
very
Creepers.
random.
Very random.
Just very random stuff. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Just off the wall. Nothing to do with anything else. Random.
Yes.
Random. Yeah.
And that's kind of what I was going for, just randomness. And when stuff pops into my mind, if I can do it, I try to do it. And that's pretty much how that damn video came about. So it was fun to do.
Yeah.
It was fun to do.
Yeah.
What else was going on? That's about it. All right, let's get into some of the headlines. So one of the major headlines that occurred was that possible dam breach over in California, where 180,000 plus people in California, Northern California, were evacuated because there was fear that a dam was about to burst open. Like, well, the emergency part of it, a 30-foot wall looked like it was going to give way and just flood a town or an area. And so I think they said 188,000 people were evacuated just in case that were to happen. I think they got the situation under control, but most likely they're going to be strengthening that wall.
I was going to say, it sounds like they might need to do some repair work.
Yeah, they had a lot more water this season than is expected, and it got too high, and they opened up the emergency valves and whatnot to get water through at a safe rate, but didn't look like it was going fast enough and was possibly going to give way. But I think I just checked right before the show, and it doesn't seem like anybody got injured or that the wall gave way. So as of right now, it seems like everything was under control. So I ordered these stories in a way to make it seem like it flowed, and me saying this actually takes away that flow. So I'm fucking things up for myself. But more news in California.
Yeah.
Harrison Ford almost hit a fucking American Airlines plane. Harrison.
Oh my lord, because he is a pilot.
Yeah, he's pilot. I heard about. I haven't heard. He flies a helicopter into certain sets that he's in.
Okay.
I know they said like somewhere in Santa Fe they were shooting some shit, and he flew a helicopter pretty much right there. Since his helicopter, it can just land wherever.
Yeah.
But anyways.
So, how high is he traveling to?
No,
or was the commercial airline coming in for landing?
The commercial airlines was already on the ground. This was American Airlines plane at a California airport. It looked like it was either Irvine or Burbank. It looked like that, and that still might not be the case, but that's what it looked like to me when I saw the video.
Yeah.
But he was Harrison Ford was coming in on his looked like 4 to 6 seat or something like that. And he was trying to land on the taxiway instead of the runway.
Oh.
And we are a little bit more knowledgeable about this shit since we've been flying in a 4-seater plane to Vegas with our friends. So we've learned a little bit of this stuff, and
there are definitely rules, and I have never heard of the rules stating that you can land on the taxiway.
No, he absolutely fucked up. There's the runway where you take off and land. Then the taxiway is just the transport
to get to where you're parking or whatever.
Exactly.
Yes.
Get to the hangar or wherever. But yeah, there was 118 people on the flight, and he just went pretty much right over a few feet over the top of it.
Woo!
Because he was going onto a taxiway instead of the runway, and the fucking commercial plane was doing what it's supposed to do. And Harrison Ford is 74 years old.
Probably shouldn't be flying anymore.
And they're wondering, should he be flying anymore?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's people who fly at all ages and whatnot, but this ain't the first time Harrison Ford had a situation. In 2015, Harrison Ford crash landed on a golf course.
Oh my lord.
He was pretty injured from that. But
did he hit anybody?
No, he avoided this. I guess they were trying to say that this is a positive that he went into the golf course because he missed a residential area and was able to crash land into a golf course.
Okay. And just F up the golf course royally.
Well, I'm sure he had to pay some damages and all that stuff, but hey, Indiana Jones and all Star Wars and all that shit, he got the money. He got the money.
I think for safety for all, he should just stop flying.
74 years old.
Yeah.
It's about time, man.
Yeah.
You know,
And
and
stick to cars.
stick to smart cars. Get a smart car or
that can drive itself.
a Tesla. Get one of those, Harrison Ford. You know, we approve that. But stay out of them planes
The
before you
airways
kill
need to
yourself.
stay safe.
Before you kill yourself or somebody else. You don't seem like you're doing things safe.
No.
All right. In other plane news, a plane departing Charlotte, PSA Airlines. I think it's affiliated with American Airlines. It said it had the same colors, but you know, there's those smaller airlines flying as when you check in and all that stuff. When you check out, it says that shit. But anyways, a PSA airline plane departing Charlotte hit a deer on its way of trying to take off and shit.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know, Charlotte Airport is pretty big, and you know most airports have the fence surrounding it for security and shit like this.
Right.
But somehow, deer got on, and
oh, terrible.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
It is nasty.
That poor deer.
R.I.P. deer.
What?
R.I.P. to the deer.
Yes.
Whatever. It's a deer. It was gonna get hunted down and killed
You know
for some
that?
jerky anyway.
You don't know that.
I don't know it, but I bet you would have taken that than getting run over by an airplane. Let me get this arrow or this shot to the head.
You probably went a lot quicker being hit by an airplane.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can get hit by an arrow and still like suffer
That's true.
the injury.
That's true. But what if he would have got hit like the lower half of the plane and it's just like the
Stop
front,
it.
the front
Stop
half
it.
wiggling and shit.
I can't.
With his guts split
Stop it!
all over the runway and shit.
I can't handle animal stuff like that, no.
Oh,
It,
really?
it had a quick death.
It took 20 minutes for firefighters to clean up the guts and all that gore and all that shit.
Disgusting.
20 minutes. So, R.I.P. dear.
Yes, Bambi.
You would have tasted great in jerky. Have you had deer jerky before?
No.
It's delicious.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
The mayor, that's the name I'm gonna call him. The mayor owes me some fucking deer jerky. I told you next time you go hunting, get some meat, send me some of that meat back. That's why I told you. I told him a long time ago. He hasn't sent me any meat ever.
Maybe he's not getting any deer.
I doubt it.
Oh, okay. He's bagging them.
I'm sure.
Okay.
That's what they do up in South Dakota. They go hunting.
Okay.
Go hunting.
Hunting.
Have you ever had, what's that shit? Pheasant? Have you had pheasant?
Oh, pheasant's disgusting.
Pheasant is horrible. It should taste like chicken, but it doesn't.
No, it's gamey, and then
Very
the buckshot, and then no.
I don't think I had buckshot, but the tendons, it's like it's tight, it's tough. The tendons.
My dad used to go pheasant hunting all the time. Well, he still does, and no, that's absolutely the worst tasting bird ever.
So have you ever been hunting? Period.
No.
You've never been hunting?
No.
Period. I've been hunting once, and what you hear are the hunting dogs in here. No, they're just damn dogs. I went hunting for boar over in California.
I remember the picture.
Not Southern California. It's south of San Jose, California. There's, what are they called? Javelina.
Oh.
They're big ass pig.
Those aren't boar though. Was it a javelina or a boar?
What's the difference? The size?
There is a difference because
what's the difference?
Javelina is actually not part of the pig family.
What is it?
It's part of, I think they said it's something weird, like you wouldn't even expect it to be a part. No.
Sheep?
Nope. Like
fox?
No.
Buffalo?
It is really strange. I cannot remember off the top of my head now, but I've heard it and I'm like, that's part of what family? A weird animal.
Cow.
That you would not associate with pigs.
Duck-billed platypus.
No.
All right.
None of that's ringing a bell, but
Either or. They all look like fucking pig
they do
of some
look like
size. Now this,
big pigs, yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. I went online and looked at some stuff before I went, and I'm thinking, those little razorback things that you've seen on
Yeah.
the TV or whatever they call javelina now. Pig about such and such. No, this is a big ass hairy pig. Got the tusk and shit. Yeah.
Like a boar, yeah.
Yeah. So there was this place down in south of San Jose that it was a ranch, and they have all kinds animals and different livestock or whatever. But after so long, these fuckers keep reproducing and become a problem. So they have people come out and charge people to hunt.
And are they all hunting bow and arrow style, or?
No, I had a rifle.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I got one.
It's easy to get one with a gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's yes.
It's more difficult doing bow and arrow.
Right.
Yeah.
But I am
more
not
of a sport.
I am not Robin Hood. So therefore, I'm going to use a gun to shoot these things that if they got me, they could kill me. They'd ram their horn into my guts and rip my guts out, and I'd be like that damn deer in Charlotte. But anyways.
Yeah.
I went hunting, and I still got some of the meat in the freezer. Come over and have some boar meat with me if you would like. Just let me know. Say, hey, George, let me get some of that sausage. Don't say that in front of my wife, though. All right. Next one. Oh, we're going to go right into this one. You ain't going to like this.
Okay.
But there was this lady, younger lady in her 20s or whatnot. She opened up a place called Close to Home Canine Rescue. She was sending out advertisements saying that it charged $350 for adoption fees and all that. It sounds like a not for profit, but they found out that it was more of a dog flipping business. So she was telling people that she was getting rescue dogs from Kentucky and Alabama, but yet it was not a non-profit. As a matter of fact, a statement of hers stated she couldn't register as a non-profit because she was making too much money. But this was in Minnesota. I tried looking up the laws and couldn't find the actual laws, but she got reprimanded in some way. I saw a mugshot of her, but it didn't. In the article didn't say that she got arrested. I know she had to pay a fine. If you have to pay a fine, does that mean you were arrested, or do you just get slapped with a violation?
I thought you would have just gotten slapped with a violation. I don't know why she had a mugshot. Maybe she's a criminal from before.
That's possible.
And this is just a new scam.
Quite possibly, but they fined her $1,000. They found 66 dogs in a 4-acre home south of Minnesota. Now, a lot of them were malnourished and dehydrated.
Why wasn't she charged with animal neglect and abuse? That's abuse.
I know she got fined $1,000.
That's not enough.
Now, as long as you don't steal the dogs, and I was trying to find this out, and this is one of the reasons why I brought this up. As long as she doesn't steal the dogs, is that legal? I saw that people flip dogs. They can go to a homeless shelter or whatever, dog shelter, adopt them, and then put them online and sell them for a profit.
That's ridiculous.
Is that illegal though?
It should be.
Why?
That poor animal. It's just, the animals have emotions too,
All right, so,
and
but,
it's like,
all right.
you're like, oh, I'm going to take you, which is great, take them out of the shelter because they're just in cages, whatever. Right. But then to bring them to your home just to get rid of them again, I don't know. That's pretty shitty.
Why is that shitty though?
It's shitty.
So that's kind of like a foster home though. It's kind of, so is it shitty to, is it shitty to take a kid out of an orphanage, put them in a foster home until a permanent placement is found? Because in that orphanage,
I guess, I don't know. I think that putting people from place to place too is also damaging. Like, they have no regimen, they have no security. They're like in this place and this place, and then oh, maybe you'll get here, and then this place doesn't want them anymore because you're a brat and you got issues because you're fucked up from the fucking system.
Well, yep.
Then you're getting bounced back here. I mean, leave them in the orphanage, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know. It's shitty. The system is shitty.
The system is shitty, but we're also talking
and those
about
poor kids.
But with the orphanage, if they're there too long, they're not going to be put down like these dogs.
Yeah.
So it's actually, to me, and this, I think it should be legal, should be all right, as long as you're able to take care of all these dogs. If you're housing multiple dogs at a time, if they have
if that's going to start being like a thing where people are flipping dogs, and there needs to be some regulations and some laws around it. Like,
it's not starting to become a thing. It's a thing.
You have to have so much space for so many animals.
Right.
Like, you can't rent a 2-bedroom apartment and have 10 fucking kids. Like, it only makes sense.
This lady had 4 acres, and she had two different locations.
Okay.
And one was kind of a farm ranch style.
Okay. She was not able to provide food for those dogs. They were malnourished.
It's
bullshit.
Well, I'm just saying, she might have had the space, she just didn't do it properly. Now, if she were to do it properly, I don't see.
If she wasn't harming those animals,
right,
and she was feeding them like they need to be fed,
right,
and taking care of them when they're sick,
and then
fine.
Then eventually give them to possibly great homes.
A forever home.
Yeah, possibly.
I'm fine with that, but I'm not okay with
or it could be another home flipper. I mean,
not okay
dog
with
flipper.
People just being assholes because they think they're gonna make quick money off of something. It's fucking bullshit.
That is called capitalism.
Whatever. At the expense of a poor animal that you can't take care of properly. That's bullshit.
Well, if they can take care of them properly.
Yeah, if she couldn't.
She couldn't. This is one.
So.
All right, this person couldn't, but this story brought up the conversation as to, do you think dog flipping is wrong or whatnot? As long as the people are taking care of these dogs, feeding them, giving them water, and there's enough room, should that be illegal or should it be just regulated? And
I think it needs to be regulated.
Just regulated. As long
it
as
needs to be heavily regulated, and they need to have people that are checking in on these animals to make sure they're okay.
So just like a regular business, as long as your business is ran Trump tight, no animals or people are getting injured, it should be a go.
Yeah. Do you remember that story a couple of years ago?
DMX.
What's DMX?
You don't know?
You mean the group?
Well, it's one rapper. It's not a group.
Anyway, I'm talking about the animal hotel. What do they call those? Boarding. It's a boarding place.
Is it? Well, all right. Go.
Yeah. And they had all these animals that they were boarding for people that were going on vacation and everything. Mm-hmm. And like 13 dogs died. They weren't getting fed properly. Mm-hmm. The air conditioning went out. People weren't there to even check on them, and they died.
Where is this?
This was in Chandler or something.
Oh, in the Phoenix area.
It was in the Phoenix
For those of you who
region.
Don't know us and randomly finding this on YouTube or Ustream, we are in the Phoenix area.
Yes.
So that's where she's getting the story.
Yeah, so a huge lawsuit against those people because they had a legit business. They were running a real business, and they still were not caring properly for these dogs.
Now,
it's insane.
Is this why you don't use boarding?
Yes.
But that's one out of
It doesn't matter. There's just so many dogs. How can a couple people possibly care for that many?
It's like a daycare. Once again.
They're not even taking care of them, obviously.
All right.
They just want to put them in a room and forget about it.
Once again, as long as it's ran properly, it should be all right.
Right.
All right. So from one bad story to another, these are my transitions.
Are there ever any good news?
Eventually.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Can we end with good news?
Well, there's some good news at the end.
All right.
Do you know who Jerry Sandusky is?
No.
Jerry Sandusky was that pedophile motherfucker from Penn State that
Oh,
was
yes.
taking advantage of all those
all the young kids. Yes.
45 sex abuse counts.
Yes, he went to jail. Didn't his wife go to jail too for a time? Because she knew about the abuse and didn't even tell anybody. I thought she got in trouble as well.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Because one of the boys that had later come forward said he told the wife.
I'm not sure because the head coach there did not serve any time. He died shortly afterwards.
He did. I remember.
I think they removed him from his position.
Yep.
But he shortly died after that.
Yes.
I always say that he was old as fuck anyway, but football was what was keeping him alive.
Yeah.
And once they stripped that away from him,
took it,
you could see his soul float out of his mouth.
Yeah. There was controversy around that too.
But
about whether he knew or not.
He
said he didn't.
They said he kind of knew. Just keep it on the hush or whatever. Whatever you're doing, I don't want to know. Which means something bad is fucking going on.
Yeah.
Type shit.
And you didn't do the right thing.
Well.
These kids.
Well, that was Jerry Sandusky.
Yeah.
Jeff Sandusky, age 41. Was arrested for solicitation of sex acts, child porn, and unlawful contact with minors.
Is that the son?
That is the son. That's one of 6 adopted children that Jerry Sandusky had.
He was an adopted son?
Yes.
And he probably abused him too. Which, the cycle, abuse upon abuse upon abuse. That's what happens.
The article didn't quite say that, but that makes fucking sense.
You kind of wonder.
That makes sense because Jerry Sandusky was abusing little boys.
Right.
This little boy. Right. But the people that Jeff Sandusky was going after was underage girls.
Okay, but it's still targeting.
Well, it's still targeting
underage minors.
He was texting back and forth with an underage girl about trying to get together with him, and then another one he just blatantly was trying to get oral sex from a 16-year-old girl, and he was an employee at the state correctional institution.
Is he married?
Ooh, see, you always ask questions. You ask I'm giving you information, man. Just go with that information.
I want to know.
I don't know if he
details.
was married or not. Well, he's gonna have if they keep him in, because they say that there was no evidence of actual physical contact. So I don't know if they're actually gonna keep him in or whatever. There was a $200,000 bail.
They should let him sit in fucking jail for a while.
They should let him sit in jail for a while.
Is he going to be registered as a sex offender?
They should. It depends on if he gets charged
if he had kiddie porn and he's targeting minors, he needs to be labeled.
He needs to actually
get one. And people need to know.
One of those charges needs to stick.
Right.
And so he can be labeled as a pedophile, which I'm surprised this shit. Who the fuck is messing with anybody named Sandusky anyway? It's horrible to say, but this was up in Pennsylvania, and that's where his family's from. So if with the name, it's not like, all right, it's many years later, and our neighbor's last name is Hitler. All right, we can separate.
Yeah.
But this shit just happened in Pennsylvania, and some dude named Sandusky. Come on.
Yeah.
You gonna link that shit up. Hey, don't let that motherfucker near the children. Don't let them around.
Yeah,
shit.
but he was obviously using social media and other things, so it's not like he was approaching them in person. It's hard to monitor the social media.
It's hard to monitor social media. I'm not sure how he got the information for these
did anybody
young girls,
come forward, or
but-
how did he get caught?
Ooh, see, once again. It didn't
You
quite
gotta read the full story.
I did read the full story. It doesn't say it in the full story.
Oh, okay.
See? I didn't read the second article. I read the first article
okay.
saying, hey, this is a nasty motherfucker. This is Sandusky doing horrible shit, and I fucking hate pedophile bullshit. Yeah, it says no evidence of actual physical contact, but he was
that we know of yet. They might start
That's
coming
true.
forward.
It could be the Cosby effect coming.
Yeah.
You know, once this gets put out, somebody might start, just a flood of shit coming forth. And I hope that's not the case, because that means there's some, innocent people
Poor
that were taken
children.
advantage. And I hope this is all it is, but this is enough to say, you's a nasty motherfucker.
True that.
You is nasty. But on the brighter side of bad news,
If there can be.
well, it depends on how you want to look at it.
Okay.
A wife and a stepson are charged in murder
Oh yeah, that's right.
of a KKK imperial wizard.
It's
That-
still murder.
A KKK motherfucker.
Yeah, well, obviously they knew who he was. They could have reported him to the authorities and had them deal with him.
Yes.
They chose to take someone's life on their own. Now they're going to be put in jail.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
Stupid.
all right. So,
Ruined
three
my
problems.
life.
So that's 3 problems taken care of right there in one story, though. KKK.
And murderers.
The wife of the KKK, the stepson of the KKK. Obviously, like you said, they knew what he was doing, and they were all right with it. So therefore, they're part of the problem too.
Yes.
So therefore, they're in jail. The KKK leader's done. 3 problems taken care of in one story.
Okay.
See, like I said, in the brighter side,
bright side.
Of bad news.
Yes.
But the story said she was afraid that he was about to divorce her, so the stepson took it upon himself to, and then they dumped him in near a river. This is in Missouri. So
wait, it was her stepson or the
His
KKK's?
stepson.
So it was her real son.
Her real son, yeah.
Her real son.
Her real son.
Okay.
The KKK's leader's stepson
Yeah.
got murdered by.
Oh.
Yeah, and then she helped dispose of the body, and then later reported him missing, and then they found out it was a family affair.
That could be on one of my ID Discovery shows one day.
Yes,
Yes.
it could be.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, the racists kill each other.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, let's bring it up the hill, up to
Okay.
better news.
Yeah. Let's do it.
A follow-up on one of the stories from last week, and a little bit of a post that I put on Mad Week on Facebook, the Facebook page. Charles Oakley is back in the Madison Square Garden. Charles Oakley, former basketball player for the New York Knicks, once upon a time a Chicago Bull. You remember the name? Charles Oakley?
I remember the name.
All right. Well, last week I told you a story about him getting taken out by security from the Madison Square Garden because the owner didn't want him there. They said he was talking aggressively and all that stuff and was causing a ruckus, so they took him out and arrested him for his behavior inside.
Disorderly conduct.
Probably, yeah. Yeah, some bullshit.
Yeah.
Some bullshit. But I guess he had a conversation with the owner with help of his old friend, Michael Jordan.
Oh, another bull.
Another Chicago Bull. For those of you who do not know, Wifey is from Chicago. six-time champions. Um, so Jordan helped him back in. Now everything's cool. I would like to. Well, I wonder if it wasn't just bad publicity for the New York Knicks taking out, a historic player who helped their franchise win a bunch of games.
You know what they say? Even bad publicity is good publicity.
Not well.
That's what they say.
Yes.
You're still in the news. You're still getting some eyes on yourself.
But not on this one though. Well, now that they let him back in, that's good publicity. But them taking him out to begin with was bad because it just looks at how they view their players and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the dude in charge of operations is Phil Jackson.
No kidding.
See, another Chicago Bull name. Yeah. Phil Jackson is either the GM or president of basketball operations or something like that. He's one of the main dudes for the Knicks, so he's part of there too. But see, upside. Yeah. We're getting back. Yeah. We're getting back. Yeah. Another not bad thing, which is kind of weird. Sprite is adding a new flavor. Oh. Sprite is adding a new flavor, cherry. There's going to be cherry Sprite.
What are the other flavors?
I know there's cranberry. There's cranberry Sprite.
I didn't even know that.
That had something to do with LeBron. I want to say 2 years ago or so, something like that. So a can had LeBron all over and cranberry Sprite, whatever. I don't even know if I tasted the shit. So somebody let me know if cranberry Sprite is any good. But anyways, there's going to be a new cherry Sprite. And this came about because of those fucking machines that you see all over the place now, where you can mix any flavor into the shit.
The ones that you buy for your home use?
No.
The Soda Streams?
No.
Oh. Which one?
Like if you go to like a Jack in the Box or... Alright, you remember when we went to the buffet at what's the Planet Hollywood and the Pepsi machine that was behind you? You can put your cup in there and you can push buttons and shit. You can put a Pepsi if you want some cherry flavor, put it in there, put vanilla flavor, orange flavor or whatever. You put that in there. There's Coke machines like that just as well. There, a lot of different fast food places have them, and I think they are starting to put them in convenience stores, gas station type places. But from the records from that shit, they're like, hey, people want cherry Sprite, so let's put out a cherry Sprite. So that's fucking crazy to me that those machines are collecting data.
That's not surprising to me, actually.
No,
there's so many things that collect data.
But I would never have thought that this fucking pop machine is Big Brother. It's another fucking Big Brother machine. This pop machine is taking your information and pushing something in your face.
I mean, even the grocery stores are tracking, if you get their loyalty card, and they'll send you emails for like sales on what you like to buy.
Yes.
This is now on sale, and you're like, seriously?
Yes.
Yeah.
So everything is connected to Big Brother in one way or another. But this, I don't know. I shouldn't be shocked.
Yeah.
But a fucking pop machine, man. A pop machine.
Crazy.
A fucking pop machine.
Yeah.
But hey,
cherry Sprite.
Cherry Sprite. I'm gonna try it. All right.
Maybe you could mix it with the cranberry.
I don't even know if they still got the cranberry.
Oh,
maybe they
it's like a promotional period.
It has something to do with LeBron. They might still have it, but cranberry and cherry they're probably similar in taste. So red. If it was Kool-Aid, I just want red. That's red. What flavor you want? Red.
It was usually cherry.
Well, there's cherry, tropical
punch.
Cherry, tropical punch.
Yeah.
Man, all kinds of shit. Raspberry.
True. Was raspberry red or was it blue? Because sometimes it's blue.
Oh, wait a minute. No. I think I talked about blue Kool-Aid on the last show too.
Oh.
Fuck. Marvel and blue Kool-Aid for some reason keeps coming up in my shows. That's my childhood right there. All right. The last story that I have for today is that, well, let's see the back. Did you know that March 19th is World Monopoly Day?
No, I did not know that.
Me fucking either. But it is. And Monopoly no longer will be using the thimble. From here on out, there's not going to be a What? Why? Oh, you are so early.
I am. Why would they take that away?
Because nobody does that shit.
So? What are they replacing it with?
On World Monopoly Day, they're going to announce the new piece.
Oh, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned from March 19th to find out what all 8 pieces are. They are no longer using the thimble in Monopoly, though.
I'm wondering what they're going to change it to.
And does it really matter? When's the last time you played Monopoly?
I have no idea. Ages.
Yes, it's been a long ass time. I like the fucking game.
Yeah.
But it takes a long ass time.
It's a long game.
And it ain't the funnest at all times. So that's probably one of the problems. If it was continuously fun, like Apples to Apples, Cards Against Humanity, always laughing and joking and having a great fucking time, yes, more people would be playing Monopoly. But there's too much of a lull.
Yeah.
Would you ever play one of those ones with the automated banker? They got like digital bankers for Monopoly.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd play that.
All right, we're gonna have to get that. We gotta find that somewhere.
Can we get it before the new symbol comes out? The new game piece?
No. Fuck that thimble.
We get the thimble.
Don't nobody want no thimble.
Hey,
what?
It's the classic game pieces.
That's true. But remember that shoe?
You're all about the classic.
The classic shoots and ladders, of course. The motherfucker with the bell bottoms?
Right.
Come on. Who want these?
You don't want to update that one.
No, because it's whack.
Whack. Keep the original symbols.
The battleship, the iron, the iron.
They were heavy.
No, it was just that the symbol was the iron. That was one of the pieces.
It was? I don't remember that.
Yes, you know those old school irons that you have to put on a fire to heat up, and then you fucking do that shit.
Yeah, they're just metal.
Yeah,
metal plates.
Yeah, that was one. They need to get rid of that shit too. Fucking iron. I saw that they had a drawing or a competition or whatever, kind of like the Lay's potato chip flavors type shit, and you could pick what the new one is, and that's when they're gonna be showing on March 19th what the new piece is. The possible pieces were a Tyrannosaurus Rex, a rubber ducky, an emoji symbol, and shit like that. I think they said there was 50 possible choices you could have done, and you probably could have wrote one in or some shit like that. But March 19th, find out what the new piece is for Monopoly.
I will be waiting.
All right. Do you have any news that you heard that you want to talk about?
No, I don't. Except I did just hear on the news that Phoenix International Airport, the TSA, has stopped 15 people that were trying to bring loaded guns onto the plane. Hilarious.
Hilarious because they did not stop you.
I didn't have a loaded gun. I didn't even have a gun.
Not a loaded gun, but a weapon.
I had a taser gun. Yes.
Yes.
And they did not detect it. And I didn't even realize it was in my purse. It's just it's in there and I don't even think about it. And I got through. So
not only did you got through, and that's when you were coming to Kansas City, right?
Yeah.
You went to Kansas City.
Yep.
So you got through the Phoenix airport.
Yep.
You got back from Kansas City.
Yep.
So you went through MCI.
Yes.
And then on the way to Chicago.
Yes.
It
went through again. I would have gone through again. And the only reason they checked me is because the name thing, and they were like, we had to search my purse, and they found it that way. But it still went through the scanner and everything without no one called it out.
So TSA.
Yeah.
Sometimes you're good, sometimes you're not. Good job on those 15. Good
The
job on those 15
thing is
firearms.
that the guns are metal though, so I don't know how those. I mean, I could see the taser. That's plastic. That wasn't.
The whole thing's plastic?
Well, I mean, the little nodules are metal, but
Nodules?
the little zapper thingy in between there. But that's not much metal. Basically the whole thing is plastic. So
Okay.
I can kind of understand that not throwing off any alarms or anything, but these guns are metal.
Yeah.
And they're loaded.
Well, they
Like,
caught
how
him.
is
They caught
that
him
not-
though.
They did.
And,
yeah.
and some people just forget, just like you forgot
Exactly.
that you have
Exactly.
or whatever.
I
Some of those ladies with the small hidden pocket in the purse, and they forget to, forget. Oh, that's the purse I'm bringing right now, and they, it ain't like they was trying to get shit over.
Yeah, I'm not saying all of it was malicious and had malintent, but the fact is, 15 this year alone.
Just this year.
Just since
in a couple months.
Just since 2017, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So, wow. All right. So, hooray TSA.
Yeah.
Keep up the good work. Find as much shit and stop harassing me. I need to get that pre-check too.
Yeah.
It takes a while. Ugh. I just gotta remember to take my passport up to the airport and pay like 60-some fucking bucks, but I heard it's worth it.
Yeah. Get through the lines.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
Totally.
At this time, I got a new Mad Dub of the week. What I did on this one is used one of the videos from George Miss 2016, George Miss aka My Birthday. It was a lip sync battle type theme.
Yes.
And I edit this from 2 different camera angles to put it together, and that is what we have today. I also used one for the Mad Dub of the Week for the week 4. That was the Make It Last Forever. This one is a different one, and I'm gonna have these throughout the shows and whatnot, as well as new original content that you will see from the creative mind of George I. Courtwright. So here is the Mad Dub of the Week. And that was echo. That was the Mad Dub of the Week. Thank you for tuning in to another Mad Week with George I. Courtwright, and this is
Joy M. Courtwright.
And once again, I am doing this just because this keeps me abreast of topical shit that once upon a time I just really didn't give a fuck. But I guess in my maturity, if that's what you want to call it, I would like to know what's going around in politics and daily news and shit like that. I stayed a little bit away from more of the politics this time, just give a break, because I'm sure it's going to be coming back in most of the weeks following this anyway. So yes, this world is fucking crazy, and each week is going to be mad. We just got to get through it each and every day, each and every week, each and every month, each and every year. Let's do the best that we can to make this world a better place. Thank you for tuning in. This is George I. Courtwright. Have a nice evening.
Bye.